Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas or however you celebrate the holidays, or even if you just took time to relax and kind of detach from everything and recharge, as I call it, and just time to reflect on a lot or just nothing at all, just veg out if you had to. We all need that. A couple things because it's coming this time in the year, something I like to do going into the New Year's, anyways. But also, we is another great opportunity to take is this Arctic blast, this winter storm we just had come through. Some of us were affected worse than others, things like that. It is a great time, and that was a great opportunity to kind of evaluate your preps. If you had to get into any of your preps, if you lost power and how you did, it also anything like that, storms, hurricane, different things that can go on, natural or man-made. It can give you a great insight of maybe any holes you have in your preps, or sometimes we have an idea in our head like if XYZ happens, I'm going to need these things, do these things, etc. But then when it actually happens, it may not work out the way we think it does. So these type of things are, and my prayers are to those who were really affected, and I know there were some lives lost in that. I'm not making light of that situation at all, but it also is a great learning experience for all of us for those things to see, what did and didn't work, where we may have holes in our preps. How, if we haven't been through something like that before, maybe you haven't been through something happened with this storm that you haven't had to deal with before, and you saw things differently. You saw things you needed or things that you thought you would and you didn't use. If you want to share that in the comments, I would love to, and I'm sure everyone else would love to hear. Don't give so much detail. Protect your privacy. But I think, anyways, like come New Year's, I always take that kind of at the end of the year. I do it a couple times a year, but always around here, and I go through my preps. I see where I have any holes in preps, especially things we don't look at as much. Even your 5 gallon food storage buckets. You still, even though we take, steps to ensure there's, no bugs, everything's just see, however, everyone has a way of doing that. I still will check those periodically and make sure, because I have done everything to a T storage and have a ton of them, and there'll be like maybe one, open it up and something happened, bugs have gotten in there, something, there was probably eggs or something they hatched, whatever. Check all those things. It's a good time, because you can just set times and then you just become used to doing it. I'm big about, I talked about it before about, doing your inventory, make your list, and then make a list from your list. And I'm big on things like that. It just helps keep me organized, and I need a visual in front of me to kind of evaluate my situations and my preps and make sure your things are rotated. Some canned goods we may use all the time, or different things like that, or if you're doing flour or sugar, you rotate it and you keep using it. Those are kind of your working preps. Other ones we may not use as much. Make sure you're rotating those like you're supposed to. Check things. Maybe you have a bunch of things you did canning yourself, pressure or water bath canning. It's a good time to kind of pull those out, look at, make sure the seals are still good on those, things like that. It's a great opportunity. This, just come, to do it for your New Year's. And I think that everything with this storm also can be very eye-opening and a learning experience. I am huge on even horrific things that we can go through or happen, no matter what it is. All of us have different things, is to find a learning experience, some type of growth out of those things. So I want to touch base with you on that. Let me know how you did. Let me know how it was in your area. I personally never lost electricity. It got very cold. Well, it was very cold for me. I'm Southern. When it was 4 degrees, it was cold. I don't do, that's just how it goes. And we got tons of rain before it came in, and then it was just bitter cold. And all my birds, everything made it through. Lots of areas around us lost. They did lose power. Some were overnight. That first night when it was so very cold. Some of it was several hours here and there, and they did in certain areas, not where I am, but even over in town for me and stuff, they were doing rolling blackouts. I have friends who are in northern Alabama, and certain ones, places in Virginia and a couple other states, that they were doing rolling blackouts to protect the grid. And so that's other things we've talked about that coming this winter that may go on. And I think and especially in my area, the worst of our winter comes in January and February. We're going to see more of those things. And so again, take this as an opportunity for the next time that we're on top of things. Also, I feel is a very important video over for the Liberty Tree Fellowship over on that website. It is for the members over there. Certain topics we cover, we choose to do it that way, especially if the more controversial type topics, we do it like that. I will put my affiliate link. I keep it in my description. I will put that in there, and I will put the link to the video I did. There's absolutely no way I can talk about it on here. So again, I am extremely grateful for that platform. But I encourage you, and if you've never been over there and you don't want to do membership or anything, or you're unsure yet, please go check out the website. There's free content. And JR and I know we're recording something tomorrow, and we're just getting more things out. We had a little bit of a spell with, we had the holidays, and he had lost internet and things like that. But we're getting things out back on top of everything. So I'll put both of those in my description. Go check that out and share anything, any experience you had through this, any advice you have, or things that you learned, anything like that, or things you would recommend that, hey, I didn't know I would need this, and I had such and such prep, and it came in really handy. Anything like that, please share, because we all learn from each other, and I love to read those things, and we have to help each other out as a community. So everyone stay well, God bless, and I will see you next time.